Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, I quit my job as a second grade teacher. I was teaching second grade. I've been a teacher for 6 years now, and this year I finally decided that I needed to stand up for myself and do what is best for me and my mental health. Being a teacher is definitely not an easy job. It's super difficult. Not only dealing with the kids, but also dealing with admins and all of their expectations. It's just not easy. And where I work at, I've had to deal with second graders throwing chairs, punching walls, walking out of my classroom. I've had to deal with all these types of behaviors. At the end of the day, I feel like I'm no longer a teacher. I'm no longer an educator. I feel like I'm a glorified babysitter. I feel like I'm a babysitter, and I don't want to be a babysitter. You know, I love teaching and I love watching the kids grow and learn. But if I can't do my job, then what am I doing? You know, I didn't go to school to babysit. That's not what I want to do. And this year, as far as like the behaviors, I have a lot of kids who just are very disruptive, disrespectful, and it's a lot. It's very overwhelming. I'm exhausted every single day whenever I get off of work. I don't have any energy to talk to anyone. I literally get in my car and drive home in silence because I'm so overstimulated. I'm so aggravated that the kids don't listen. I have admin saying, why are your scores not where they should be? Why can the kids not read? When they're making me give these tests that are third grade level, and most of my kids are reading at a kinder level. So it's like super difficult and stressful. Because if you know me, I'm somebody who, always works hard no matter what job I'm doing. I'm very hard on myself. I've been working since I was 15 years old, and, I've cleaned restrooms, I've been a server, I've done all of that. And every time that I do something, I always work hard. That's one thing about me. No matter what it is that I'm doing, I'm going to work hard because that's just the way that I was raised. It's the way that I was brought up. So whenever I'm teaching and I feel like I can't even teach because I'm having to keep redirecting and these behaviors keep happening, then I feel like I'm not doing my job. I feel like I'm not doing a good enough job, and that's super stressful on me as well. So this year, I think, has been a growing year for me. I feel like I've been pushed out of my comfort zone in so many different ways. I've done things that I typically would never think about doing. I feel like the person that I am, or the way that I kind of grew up, I'm very compliant. And so if you know me, you know that me doing this in the middle of the year is super rare, and it's for a good reason, right? So yeah, it was a super hard choice for me to make, but at the end of the day, I kept telling myself, Angela, you have to look out for you. Who is looking out for you? Nobody. And I feel like there have been so many signs that have been pushing me towards this, telling me to leave, because it's just a very toxic environment. It's not good for my health, my overall health, my emotional, physical, mental health. I've been getting so sick this year. And like I said, this year I have been experiencing so much anxiety, so much stress. Like, it's affecting me so bad that I can't go to bed at night. I can't sleep because I have so much anxiety about going to work the next day. And that's really bad. And I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. It's affecting me whenever I get so stressed and so anxious whenever I'm at work that I just want to eat. And that is not like me. I am not somebody who does that. So whenever I realized and whenever I started to see these patterns, like, wait, why are you eating? You're not even hungry. Why do you feel like you are so anxious that you have to eat? Whenever I realized that I was doing these things and these behaviors, I had to take a step back and say, whoa, you're acting out of character. These are not things that you would ever do. This is an issue. You have to fix it. You have to address it. And like I said, there have been so many different signs that I feel like have been pushing me to make this choice. I feel like in the past I was ignoring the signs. But this year we did get a new admin, and I feel like that was, in a way, God putting this new principal in my life because, you know, I don't really agree with some of the things that she has done or some of the ways that she has reacted. I believe that a principal should be a good leader, and I don't feel like she is that. And I feel like God put her in my life because last year I had a really good principal, and the year before that, she really cared for us, and you could definitely tell. And I feel like God put this lady in my life to push me to make this choice to leave teaching because it's something that I have been needing to do. Another sign that I feel was kind of pushing me towards leaving teaching is on November 2nd is Dia de los Muertos. And if some of you guys may or may not know, but I also lost my brother on that day. So me and my family, we always get together on that day to honor his memory, and we also go to church on that day. This year, whenever we went to church, the pastor, he had a really good sermon, and it really spoke to me. He said, whenever you die and you look at your headstone, what is the first thing that you see? You see when the year that you were born. Then you have a little dash, and then the year that you die. He's like, that little dash is a representation of your life. And it's such a small line that separates both of those years. And that's a representation of how short life is. Life is too short for you to be unhappy or doing things that are not serving you, doing things that bring you stress and anxiety. And whenever I left, I was like, whoa, he's right. Life is extremely short, and I know that. Life is too short for me to be living with so much stress and anxiety every single day. You know, I am at work Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 hours a day. I spend most of my time at work. So the fact that I'm going to work and I'm every single day, Monday through Friday, for 8 to 9 hours, I'm feeling so much stress and so much anxiety. How is that okay? That is not okay. Your job should not bring you that much stress and anxiety. And if it is, you need to make a change. In the past, I feel like fear has definitely held me back from making this choice. I should have done it sooner. But I was always afraid, what's next? I've been doing this for so many years now. I don't know how to do anything else. This year has really made me realize that it's okay to not know what is next. Like I said, I turned in my letter of resignation. I have no idea what's next. I don't have another job, but I know that I have to take care of myself. I know that I have to put myself first, and you know, I will find another job. I will be okay. And just being able to let go of that fear and not seeing it as something negative, but seeing it as something positive, because when one chapter closes, another one opens, and it means new beginnings. And I'm now looking at it in a more positive way. I'm just so excited about what's next for me. I've been so unhappy for so long, and I'm ready to just be happy. So I'm super excited about that. My last day will be on Friday. I'm definitely sad too, because yes, it was toxic. Yes, it made me feel stressed and anxious, but at the end of the day, you know, I do have a passion for teaching. I do love the kids, and you know, I found myself driving to work the day that I was going to turn in my letter of resignation, with so much stress and anxiety, and I was thinking like, Angela, are you sure you're gonna do this? Are you sure this is what you want to do? Are you sure? And I've been thinking about it for so long. It's not something that just came out of nowhere and I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm not really acting out of emotion. I've put a lot of thought into this. And so as I was driving to work, I remember thinking, Angela, what about the kids? What about the kids? And so I was almost, going to stop myself from turning in my letter of resignation. But then I kind of had to step back and say, wait a minute, Angela, wait a minute. What about you? Who is taking care of you? Who is looking out for you? Nobody but yourself. And it made me think of whenever you're on a plane, right? Whenever they say if something were to happen and if the mask come down, you should worry and focus on putting it on yourself first before helping anybody else. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm putting myself first and I'm taking care of myself in order for me to be able to help others. I can't do that if I'm not okay, if I'm putting myself last. And I feel like that's another thing, is like I'm so used to putting others first for so long. Like I said, this year I've really been pushed out of my comfort zone in so many different ways, and I'm putting myself first. I'm choosing me. And honestly, it's a big relief. I already feel so much weight lifted off of my shoulders. I'm excited for what's next, and I will definitely keep you guys posted on everything and what's next for me. So if you guys are interested in more of that, then just keep watching. So this is your sign. If you are in a toxic relationship, in a toxic career, and whenever I say relationship, it doesn't have to be boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. It means friendships, all of that. If you are in something toxic, it's okay for you to leave. This is something that I kind of had to tell myself, is like, we are not trees, we are not stagnant. If we are unhappy, we can pick up and move and change. And honestly, change is beautiful. Instead of being so afraid of change, we should embrace it, because it means new opportunities. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comment those down below. I will definitely keep you guys posted on what is next. And yeah, bye.